Hola a todos. Today we're going to talk about the future tense, how to use it, what it looks like. This is actually one of the easiest ones to use. So first, when the heck would you use it? That's pretty obvious. It's for when you talk about the future. So it's more for distant things as opposed to, like you might say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? That would be a present tense. But it's more used for distant things, less concrete things like, hey, what will you do when you graduate? Or what will you do later on down the road? Okay, but in English, we do future tense by saying will. So what will happen? What will you do? Spanish, it's its own verb tense. You've learned in the past that to do a verb tense, you take the verb and you take the ending off and you put a new ending on. Future tense is actually even easier than that. You just take your verb, you slap one set of endings on, and it's really straightforward. It's one set of endings for all verbs, so that's nice. For yo form, you have tú is as, él, ella, usted would be a, nosotros would be hemos, vosotros would be es, and then ellos, ellas, ustedes would be han. Accents on all of those except for the nosotros one. Okay. There are some irregulars that you got to pay attention to, but it's very simple. You can break them into two groups plus two more irregulars. So there's one group of 5 where you basically, you take the vowel out of the ending. Okay, so for example, caber would just be C-A-B-R. So like cabre, cabras. Next one is haber, and you just take the E out. Poder, you take the E out. Querer would take the E out. Saber would take the E out. And so you have a new stem, and then you use these same normal endings, okay? So like, I will be able to would be podré. That's one group of irregulars. The next group of irregulars is similar. You have 5 verbs where you replace the vowel in the ending of your verb with the letter D. So poner would be P-O-N-D-R. Salir, the I changes to a D. Tener, your E changes to a D. Valer, your E changes to a D. And venir, I changes to a D. So like I will put, yo pondré. You will have, tendras. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple verb tense to use, and it's obviously talking about the future. The other way you can use it, though, which is kind of fun, is use it for wondering. Okay? It's wondering and probability. So I could say, ¿Quién será esa chica? You're literally saying, who will that girl be? But what you mean is, I wonder who that is. Like, I wonder who that girl is. Okay? So you can use future in a question to express wonder. And then when you answer the question, that would be expressing probability. Like if I say, ¿Quién será esa chica? And then you might say, será Josefina. Like it's got to be Josefina. Like I don't actually know. But if you use that future tense, you're implying that you think it's something, but you're not sure. Okay? So another example that I have in the notes would be, ¿Cuánto costará ese carro? You're asking how much will the car cost, but it's more of a, I wonder how much it costs. And you can use these future tense questions to wonder, to ask questions without really expecting an answer necessarily. And then somebody might respond, costará mucho. Like, man, that thing's got to cost a lot. It must be expensive. Like, I don't actually know, but if I use future tense in my response, then I can kind of show my best guess. So those are the two things you'll use future tense for. It's for talking about the future, talking about wonder, and expressing what you think something probably is. So there you go. Good luck.